So in this video, we're going to talk about rotation. I'm going to show you some examples of some students of mine through a video call that made some big improvements in terms of their rotation and how we did it. The first thing to understand is why do you need to rotate through the ball? Well, ultimately, if I demonstrated a sort of technically sound takeaway position, okay, like so. Now, from here, what should happen is my right upper arm should move to the side of my body, okay, like so. I can sort of pull with my left hand, so you can kind of notice the way my right arm can straighten out a little bit. But you can notice the way those types of movements don't advance the club head anywhere nearer the ball. So the problem is if you do zero lower body rotation, the only way you can hit the ball is by sort of moving your right arm into what would be known as like an internal rotation, which is also classed as a flip. So the point is if you want to hold on to things like shaft lean and lead with the hands, you have to be able to turn the pelvis to be able to get the club, can you see, back on towards the target line, so then you can square the club face. So that's the first reason why you want to be introducing hip rotation in towards the golf swing. Now, what I tend to do with a lot of students and what we tend to talk about is people understand the term rotation, but they don't really focus on exactly what it is. And that's why I like to really focus on the pelvis movement. Okay, so I was having a conversation with a couple of students and they were both sort of going, yeah, and they were doing this, right? This is not like, this is nothing really. This is just pulling the left hip back, some sort of squatting action. You're equally as stuck from this position as you are from this position. So the point is you really want to be focusing on the pelvis rotation. You can see as I come in towards this downswing, focus on my belt buckle. Notice the way my belt buckle rotates. It gets greeted by my left leg, and then my pelvis continues to rotate and it takes the upper part of my left leg through with me. So the point that I would suggest is to kind of keep it simple. You want to really be focusing on this idea of turn the pelvis, okay, so the pelvis starts to rotate towards the target, but also you should notice the way your upper part of your trail leg also starts to move towards the target. And if you can do that type of movement together and understand that rotation, similar to the examples of the couple of the online students that I spoke to recently, they started to move away from a position where they kind of look a little bit stuck and started to continue to rotate through the ball. And as I showed in that earlier example, continuing to rotate through the bottom of the ball basically gives you the ability to retain shaft lean and therefore more consistency. If you're interested in finding out more about this and interested in working together, head over to the website Ref Heritage Golf. See you guys again really, really soon.